The North Pole, Christmas HQ, where the busy little elves are busy all year round preparing for that one special day of the year. There's melancholy at the northern tip today as our friends farewell one of their dearest.
Your life on this pole was too short-lived. Antlers to antlers, dust to dust.
Get on with it, Grumble. Can't believe I let you talk me into a funeral for your dead dear venison.
There's another dear star in heaven. You'll forever be in our hearts.
And until then, he'll be in that polar bear's stomach and then polar bear poo. I'm going, Grumble.
I thought you might say a few words, Alphonse.
Oh, sweet Santa, really, Grumble? Oh, okay. Dear venison, sweet, tasty venison. If that polar bear hadn't eaten you, then you were one day destined to be on the end of my fork. You'll be dearly missed. I worked in a little pun there, Grumble.
Not really the time for levity, sir.
Well, I've never been to a deer funeral before, Grumble. There wasn't much of him left to bury, was there?
Just the antlers.
What in Santa's name was that?
Polar bear! Run!
Elf Control, Melfa speaking. Putting you through.
Oh, my.
Hello, Alphonse. Been out for some exercise. That's not like you.
Well, no, not intentionally.
We were at the cemetery and a polar bear attacked us.
Not surprising, really. What with climate change diminishing their habitat, it's forcing them further north. They're now endangered with this reduction in food supply.
That's why they're after my reindeer.
Let's hope they don't develop a taste for elf.
Melfa, how do you know so much about all this?
It's called reading. We're not all as simple as Dopey here.
I think elves would taste like candy canes.
Grumble, have you ever been kicked in the head by one of your reindeer?
What were you doing at the cemetery anyway?
We were laying to rest his stupid reindeer venison.
Ah, the deer that ate Mrs Claus's holly bush.
His poor tummy.
Mrs. Claus never did find out what hit her.
While you were gone, Santa was ringing for you. There's been shouting coming from his office.
But we restocked his eggnog last week.
Mrs Claus is in there too.
I'll be in my office.
Get in there, Alphonse.
Oh.
It goes up December 1.
No, 12 days before. Come, Alphonse. We need you to settle a disagreement.
You'd think Father Christmas would know better.
When should the tree go up, Alphonse?
Some do it at the beginning of Advent. Some traditions say Christmas Eve.
So, who's right?
Should we get Elvira in to offer an opinion, sir? I mean, she is your assistant. Seems like a perfect job for...
Who's right?
My assistant. Where is that elf?
I did file a missing elf report with the Elf Patrol. Glad to see the eggnogs arrived.
Where is your strapping little assistant, Alphonse?
Alphonse, who's right?
Oh, my humbug.
An impossible situation for Alphonse.
Your tree is up all year. What does it matter?
Who's right, Alphonse?
Will the polar bears become a menace at the North Pole? Was Grumble kicked in the head as a child? And who is right? And then, when should you take the tree down? Find out next time on Elf Control.